Everybody, welcome to this week's edition of Mods Worth Noting. The first item that caught my attention was BGA Network Distributor. So this works with your regular BGA and maximizes your outputs so that you get more electric or gas processes running through the system. If you're looking for a little more control over your cow feedlots, you can go ahead and do buildable Feedlot Pack. So it has a pen that will hold 1,000 cows for a very inexpensive price, and then you can add different fence sections, gates, and so forth. So this is a simple mod that can be very useful on smaller maps. Clear traffic jams just lets you press a key. It's Control-T by default, and then the traffic just vanishes. So you can see it at work here on this road. Tractor's kind of stuck, and now the traffic is gone for a moment. So the goal is to allow you to play with traffic, but then clear things out in case you get stuck somewhere. So it allows you to play those smaller maps or things with narrow roads. So a simple mod here, Potato Production, is another factory that lets you create chips and fries. They don't have a screenshot of the recipes and so forth to really take a look at. It also includes a generic sell point, so all products included with this mod will also have a place to be sold. Hide-Owned Productions is another simple yet important mod if you do a lot of productions in your game. This will hide farm production units from the price table that you own. Since you can no longer effectively sell at that rate to that location, but simply drop it into your production, it just avoids the confusion of trying to sort out your own productions in the price table. Okay, so we all know in real life that you get milk from sheep and can produce sheep cheese, namely feta, but there's not a way in Farming Simulator to do that until now. With Dairy Sheep Pack, you can have sheep produce milk and then turn that into sheep cheese as well. So this is a mod that was present in FS19, and I think several people really enjoyed it. Maize Plus adds a lot of realism and complexity, mainly around silage and feeding. So you get a lot of different types of silage. You also have different ways to treat it. So you're going to have to TED multiple times to ultimately get hay, but it allows you to override that. And then you have new feed types that are able to be used based on that, plus new feed types that are present in the store. So there's a lot to this mod. If you're looking to understand how it works, there's a lot of information on it from tutorials from FS19, I'm sure. So you'll be able to jump into it pretty quickly if you want to try to add this in, but this really kind of fits into that same category as those complex mods that add a lot of things in. It's helpful to see some tutorials, or you're definitely going to need to play around. To go with that, there's a Maize Plus Animal Food Editions that goes ahead and lets you do things with the animal food without changing anything in the map itself. And finally, from the same group, which is Farming Agency, there is Realism add-on Animal Grazing. And what this does is in the pen, animals that will graze and can eat their grass will do so. Now, there's some caveats to this, is that a lot of pens just have short grass and it doesn't grow, so you have to paint over inside the pen once it's placed so that you have growable grass. Or there's a few other options that they give you that you can look at if this is something that you're interested in. So that's all that I found that seemed interesting this week. I'll see you next time.